Hey everybody, it's wonderful to connect with you today. I hope you're having a wonderful November, crisp, cool day today. The sun's out and it's just a wonderful space for us to be in. This week we're going to be continuing in our study of Genesis here at Olive, and we're going to be looking more at the story of Abraham as they give birth and have this gift of their son Isaac that they finally get after waiting for 25 years for this promise of a child that would eventually become this massive nation, of waiting for that. And then we're going to fast forward. So we're going to be looking at Genesis 21 and 22. And we're going to fast forward then a number of years as Isaac is this boy now. And God asks Abraham to give him back, to offer him up as a sacrifice. So he waited 25 years for this gift of this child. And now God asks him to give him back. And so we're going to come into this space of how do we navigate our faith when we're in a season of our faith being tested. And so this is, and at the beginning of chapter 2, it says God tested Abraham's faith. And so this is a space that we can live in at times. And so for those of us who might be in a space of tension or turmoil or stress or anxiety or health issues, physical or mental, or working with aging parents or working with children or whatever our space might be, working at businesses where we have troubles with coworkers or just how we respond to the world. So for some of us, this is just, it's a test. It's a tough for us. And whether these are tests from God or whether these are obstacles that the other guy is putting in our way, there's spaces where our faith gets tested, right? And the thing that we can hold on to is in these times of testing, we have the opportunity to remain faithful, to know that God is remaining faithful alongside with us. And we'll see this in this story, and the same is going to be true for us today as well, that in our times of being tested, of seeking what we need and how to work through whatever it is we're working through, that as we remain faithful in God's leading and God's calling, God will provide what we need to get through whatever this test or whatever this season might be. And so we want to encourage you in that. For those of us that are in this space and in a tough spot for whatever reason it might be encouraged that God is faithful and He will provide what we need, and it's going to be in His time. It might not be in our time. It's going to be in His time. But keep resting in that space of knowing that God's faithful, that God's walking with you. God has you and He's holding you. He's building you and He's preparing you for the future. And sometimes that's where the testing might be coming from, is He's testing to see if we're ready for what He has next. But God's good. And He's going to provide what we need when He needs us to have it. And so there's peace in that. And so I hope that we can hold on to that. I hope that in the midst of the testing, that we can lean on the people around us who are strong in their faith to help us through this test, and that we can keep our faith and our integrity and not pull other people in or down in this test, but that we can see them as resources to lift us up. So I hope you all are well. You can join us on Sundays. We're going to jump into this passage a little bit more, a little bit deeper on Sunday. Have a great week, everybody.